If you are a child, wee,
then you gotta get out of here.
go home, go do your homework. You still have to go to school, fucking loser.
Later.
No podcast for you till you turn 18. This is a show for adults. If you're a kid, get the hell out of town.
Let's do brain cells, let's do brain cells, let's do brain cells, let's do brain cells.
Welcome to episode number 29 of the Last Two Brain Cells podcast. My name is Austin, and I am joined here today with
Donovan,
my boy. And today we have a lot of fun things to talk about. It is currently August 8th, 2024. It's a beautiful day in Austin, Texas. We are sitting on the bed. We are excited for a great little episode. And hey, here's a little sneak peek of what's gonna come. Hey baby, my cock is 5 apples tall and 3 apples heavy.
Prairie dogs carry fleas. These fleas have something called Yersinia pestis, which is a gram-negative, non-motile, Coccobacillus bacterium without spores.
I want to make a bathtub cocktail with our combined juices and go for a swim.
Dog. Wow, bro, I didn't know you had a thermostat.
I put that there.
Let me adjust it. There we go.
There you go, much better. Oh, that feels much better.
Yeah.
It was getting too hot earlier.
For the non-video watchers, there's a sticker on the wall, and it's just a random gauge.
It's my thermostat.
Do you say gauge or gauge?
Gauge.
Gauge.
I also have my airplane window and then my submarine window.
Oh, where are we going? Where are we taking this trip to?
That's the northern skies.
I've been watching a lot of GeoGuessr content, and that one guy, Rainbow, he can fucking look at a cloud and be like, "Oh, this is Tanzania."
Done. You can tell.
That guy is nuts.
You can tell by the pixels. I could feel my air compartments rearranging on that one. The C4 is kicking. You gotta put it down.
There comes a time in everybody's life when you have to make the decision.
Yeah.
Do you put it down or do you put it in?
I choose to put it in. That's how you start a podcast.
I think you and I are both firm believers in the putting it in school of thought, and I would also think, actually I firmly believe, that all of our listeners are probably put it inners as well.
Yeah. I think they put it in. I think you should only put it down if it's about to put you out.
Woo!
Okay, let's start the episode. First spill of the day. I spilled beer all over my bed. This is where I sleep. Maybe doing the episode in the bed was a bad idea. Good thing I got paper towels somewhere. I don't.
Just
sit
on it.
Welcome to Last Year Brain Cells. I'm going to sit on this beer with my jorts with my buddy Donovan.
Ew.
My ass is really cold as I sit on this cold Coors Light. And today we have an episode for you. Let me scoochie, cleaning up the beer with my ass jorts.
Scoochie sound effect.
Whoa, what are you holding in your hand?
It's a fifth of tequila.
So, for reference, audio listeners, I'm holding a Coors Light that I spilled a fifth of, at least, on my bed, and you're holding a fifth of tequila, and it's not an expensive one.
Top value for your dollar.
That's so true, that's so true.
But you are getting top value with those jorts. We had a little fast fashion segment in one of our previous episodes, and I would say you're following this to a T.
Yeah, my jorts got big holes in them. Some would say these are my Sunday church pants because they are holy.
Wow, I would not wear those to church if I were you. I
actually once went to a Catholic mass with my Vans on, and my Vans are embroidered on the back to say PeePee. And I didn't realize until I crossed my legs, like leg over the knee style in the church, and it just says P, and I see an old man give me a big glare.
I love it.
And that was Catholic mass.
It was Catholic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a tougher one.
They didn't like my pee-pee shoes.
No.
But you know what? I think God did.
Did you know there's like a whole approval process to become a saint?
Ooh, we can apply?
There's a step-by-step process. And
Whoa.
There's a committee that approves modern-day saints. So the saints aren't done. We're still making them.
We could do it.
And yeah, so if we commit a holy act, we commit a miracle, and then somebody has to be able to verify the miracle. And if we do more than one, it's bonus points.
Ooh.
And then we got to do some other, we got to prove that we're really pure and holy.
We are.
And then I think we got to die.
I think we can do that. I got to be honest with you. If we make it through episode number 29 of the Last Two Brain Cells podcast alive, I think that's a miracle.
That is it's a miracle.
So, hey, to being a saint after we die, but if we do die, can you please vote for us for saint? Yeah. That'd be really cool.
I want to peep the Pope.
I don't want to peep the Pope.
No.
But I think the Pope wants to peep me.
When you sat on the beer, which, by the way, It looks all clean now.
It's all good. Now it just looks like I peed my bed a little.
But did your bare ass cheek, because you have a big hole in your jorts, did your bare ass cheek touch the beer?
So I've been really mindful and cognizant of making sure that my boxers are pulled up over the hole recently because we were rewatching the Beer Olympics episode and there was a lot of crack in that event. And I'm not trying to say we were taking performance enhancing drugs. We were just drinking beer, but I saw a lot of crack in that episode.
Significant amount of crack.
We had to do a lot of censoring on the Beer Olympics. We saw a lot of wieners. We saw a lot of ass.
Yes.
And lots of wiener.
Yeah.
It's honestly enough wiener to get you a gold medal.
Yeah, enough wiener that maybe that could become its own softcore play at home is watching our own episode.
Do you want to start this episode off with a nice little cheers Reno? Because you're just holding that fifth Reno with nothing to do with it.
This is my fiddle. What's it called?
A fiddle stick.
No.
Fidget spinner.
Fidget spinner. They should have called it a fiddle stick.
They should have called it a fiddle stick. That'd be way cooler.
Yeah, this is my fidget spinner. It's a bottle of tequila.
Ah, that's cool. That's how I feel about Coors Light. But then my fidget spin, like, you know when you have the fidget spinner and you're spinning it around?
Yours is
my spin is to just keep sipping it until I'm like, oh, it's empty. I guess I gotta get a new one.
Life is really good, man.
Life is really good. We're very, very lucky. We went to the gym today. We're going to our Lorcana tournament on Sunday. We are hyped up. And by that I mean I am hyped up.
I'm going out of love for you.
Oh, man. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. That's like going to the doctor with your friend because they're scared.
Yeah, this is like when I held your hand when you were getting a tattoo.
Yeah! Oh, that's sweet. Well, I think we're going to win on Sunday. We'll report back with our big winnings.
It could happen. Anything can happen.
I just need one of every card. And once I get them, what's going to happen? Nothing. But I'll be really happy.
But will you?
I'll be so happy, and then I'll go, oh, that was fleeting.
Yeah.
And then I'll get a new hobby.
The thing is, I've probably said this before, and I'll say it again. There is no end to up, right? We're chasing these peaks. We always see the goal as this mountaintop. Then we get to the top, and it's what's called a false peak. There's just more fucking mountain. You know?
I hate mountains. I went on a hike recently, and all I could think was, this sucks.
Top of the episode.
Mm-hmm. Top of the morning.
As is common, I have a question for you.
Whoa, off the bat?
When is the last time that you washed these sheets?
Oh, I washed them. Well, it was recent, but I did go on vacation at one point. Mm-hmm. Is pouring Coors Light on them and then squeegeeing it with my butt considered a wash?
Yeah, to some.
Alcohol is a cleaner.
It is.
Think about that. I always would say you can't get sick if you're drinking alcohol because it's getting rid of all the germs and viruses.
That's actually true.
I've been saying that, and let me just say, have you ever seen me sick?
No, actually. When's the last time you were sick? Yeah, you don't get sick.
If I get sick, I get the big one.
I recently fought off a tooth infection, and I was very proud of that.
How did that go? You had a real tooth infection. I was in Palm Springs, California on a little trip, and you were saying, ouchie, ouchie, my tooth hurt. And I was like, what's going on over there?
It was actually scary hours because this is America. I don't have health insurance.
Me neither.
So a trip to the dentist
Sorry,
would
Mom.
fucking bankrupt me. And so I was like, I'm just gonna figure this shit out. I'm gonna rinse my mouth with salt water. I'm gonna rub garlic on it, whatever my Turkish girlfriend says to do.
You rubbed garlic on your tooth?
I did.
Like a vampire?
Yes.
Wow.
Apparently, it's been used for hundreds of years as antibacterial shits, so it worked.
I need to rub garlic on more stuff.
I'm serious. Like, if you have any issues, try garlic.
My wrist is still fucked up from the time I flew off that bird scooter. Do you think I could rub some garlic on it?
Put some garlic on that bitch.
Okay.
Can I ask formal permission to clean your sheets with a little bit of tequila?
Yeah, it's fine.
Just a splash?
Yeah, I think we live in a world where balance is important. If you get a little bit of Coors, you should also get a little bit of the heavy stuff on there as well.
This one
I can't blame you.
Is for the homies.
For the homies.
You gotta pour one out for the homies.
Here it goes. Pouring, wow, tequila on my bed. This is the second time that's happened in my life. And now we're just staring at the sheet where the big puddle of tequila lies.
It's very aromatic. It smells like tequila.
You know, it's like when you smell a cup of coffee and you get energy. I think sometimes when I smell tequila, I feel like I get a little drunk.
I haven't drank anything yet, and I do feel a bit buzzed.
I feel a little buzzed, and that's not the C4 talking.
No, or it is.
Or it is. It's 300 milligrams. I told you, Donovan, earlier, can you please help me with this beverage? And you said, sure. And then at one point, way later, you said, hey, can I take a sip of this C4? And I said, please do. The more you drink, the less I'm going to die early.
Yeah.
And I think that's true.
Yeah, that is the math.
If you never die, you never lived.
And if you never lived, you never die.
And legends never die. Well, we have a slam-packed episode. I think we should go ahead and do a little bit of a rundown while you do a little bit of a guzzle down on your tequila.
What the fuck is slam packed?
Slam-packed. It's when you slam-pack something.
Can you show me what that means?
Sometimes I'll slam a pack of beers. It's when you slam all of them.
You slam your pack.
You slam the pack.
Do you think that's what Tupac called it when he got laid?
Two-pack?
Tupac?
Tupac?
Do you think he said you want to slam the pack?
Dude, that's sick. Do you think if he would have had a kid, it would have been 3-pac?
Shit.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, wait, was his father 1-pac?
I hope so. Well, let me just say, we got a lineup today, folks. We have some really controversial stuff. The damning evidence has come through. It has been a rough week for one of our favorite, most beloved icons, Hello Kitty, under fire.
Yeah.
We're going to need to talk about it.
Christian name, Kitty White, is under the gun when it comes to some recent claims by who is it that said that?
Sanrio.
Sanrio?
Sanrio has made official statements on Hello Kitty's existence, and let me just tell you, the gang's upset. Cinnamon Roll, Dear Daniel, everyone's pissed.
So we have the latest coming at you. As good journalists, we've been digging deep, snooping around, and we found some dirt.
I won't lie to you, we laid on my stuffed animal covered bed for about 2 hours and researched Hello Kitty facts. So
in silence.
You're welcome.
So next up, we got a little talk about this app that we had mentioned previously, Randonautica.
Yes.
So this shit's interesting because there are some legitimate claims to not really supernatural, but weird, sketchy shit that's happened as a result of using this app.
Right.
But there is also a lot of what I think spurious claims made that kind of tag on the coattails of the real ones. And before we actually get into the real meat of the episode, I wanted to give a huge shout out to Rocky Powell.
Definitely check out Wild Nights with Rocky Powell. We are featured on 2 episodes, 2 stories in which we talk about the time we dressed up as man babies for Halloween, and the other time in which I got in an Uber in Colombia and people bought drugs. Not me, but someone did.
Both stories involve a lot of drugs. Rocky, we're not like that.
We're not like that. We're good guys.
Yeah, there's honestly, I've been sober for about 3 seconds.
My favorite tolerance break is sleeping.
That's a good line. When you're blacked out, you can't be drinking.
That's true. I'm dreaming.
You ever dream that you're drunk?
No, I haven't dreamed that I'm drunk, but I did have a dream last night. There were a lot of snakes in my room.
We have a brand new idea, and we've talked about this. We've hinted it in the past.
I'm a little nervous.
It's called the Dirty Talk Bracket.
The only other segment you get this excited for is Softcore Play at Home. So
That's right.
I'm nervous. Long story short, it's a Dirty Talk bracket, and we're going to find out who's the deep, dirty talker.
Who is the dirtier talker? Do you do dirty talk?
I think I do clean talk. Don't get it on my bed.
That sucks.
I'm just kidding. I do like get it on my bed.
Yeah, okay.
That's it. People go crazy for that one.
That's a preview for what's coming up, but I'm excited for this.
We did do a quick little fun fact about how I've been loving trading cards. Always loved Pokemon, always loved Lorcana, always loved some bullshit, stuff like that. But the industry might be in shambles. I have my personal little fun fact and a field report on the state of the trading card game world economically and how it might be coming crashing to a halt.
Oh no, what are we gonna do?
It's terrifying. This is gonna change the global economy, and I don't think you're taking it seriously enough. This is gonna wreck lives.
What are all these middle-aged fucking dads gonna spend their money on if not Charizards? The boys, aka our official Last Two Brain Cells outdoors correspondents,
Oh, yes.
are currently in the field on a beautiful hike.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can just get in. I'm hearing they're actually ready for a live report.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and send it to the boys in the fields.
So we're just waiting for the plane to fly by, and I think we're clear. Yeah, so I'm reporting to you live. I hope you guys are doing well in the studio, but I just wanted to say we're currently amongst a field of what appears to be Texas blue bonnets. This is the state flower of Texas. They're prettier in person than you could ever imagine. Back to you.
Ooh, those blue bonnets sure are stunning.
They are.
And those boys, even more stunning.
Bonnets off to the boys.
Bonnets off to the boys, as always. And we'll be checking in with them later on their hike. But let's get back to the field here.
Don't get me wrong, this room is an absolute battlefield.
Terrifying sometimes.
It's a biohazard.
We have a drama alert. It's getting really, really spicy for one of our favorite felines, or felines? Question mark? Hello Kitty is in the news today, and it is not looking good for the Sanrio company, Hello Kitty, and her friends. Would you like to take this report? Because it is juicy.
Devastating for some, including myself. So, first, a little bit of background. Hello Kitty.
Legend.
Where did you come from?
Where did you go?
There was a dude named Shintaro Tsuji in 1962 in Japan. He was selling various goods, like rubber sandals and shit.
Who isn't?
And then he found if he drew and painted cute little things on the sandals, he sold more of them.
True.
And eventually, he developed this character. He's hired some designers, and they created this character that ended up becoming Hello
Kitty.
Now it's like billions of dollars a year.
And they're 50 years in. They're celebrating their 50th anniversary with the Hello Kitty brand. And it's only getting scarier by the minute. We're super split here, and we need to hear your thoughts because the evidence is damning. The Sanrio company has made some jarring statements that are keeping fans riled up. In fact, people are sending hate letters to the Sanrio company as we speak because Hello Kitty, I'm going to tell you from the words of the creators, is not a cat.
They've claimed Hello Kitty is a girl, little girl.
Just a girl. Everybody knows she's just a little girl.
Nobody knew that. That was shocking.
We also got some more lore and backstory that I didn't realize ever. Apparently, Hello Kitty, the little girl, is from a small suburb in London.
Right.
Living with her sister Mimi. It's looking pretty crazy because Mimi is a cat, but Hello Kitty is not a cat. I just want to know what's going on here.
Yeah, and also her boyfriend. So
Dear Daniel,
Hello
also known
Kitty,
as Daniel Starr.
Exactly, real name Daniel Starr. Hello Kitty in 1999 got with this guy, Daniel Starr. They're the same age, but Daniel is also a cat. So what's a little girl doing with a cat sister and a cat boyfriend?
And a cat. She has a cat herself. Hello Kitty is the owner of another cat.
She does, and the hamster Sugar.
So let's just think about this. If Hello Kitty is a cat, hypothetically, she's not, she's a little girl. If she is a cat, she owns another cat? That's pretty fucked up.
Very suspicious.
Very suspicious, and I don't know if I like that.
Do you know why she's British?
No, actually, Oi.
It's because Western culture, like people from Britain, were seen as cool and desirable in Japan at the time.
Hello Kitty.
Yeah, so...
Is she nice little Hello Kitty drinking a tea time?
Right, basically it was seen as like a cool exotic plus that Hello Kitty was British.
Long live the Hello Kitty.
Right, yeah.
Eh?
Hello Kitty.
Oi, hello Kitty.
And they also say there are claims, although this has not been verified by anybody, that Hello Kitty has ties to an older like piece of Japanese culture that translates to beckoning cat.
Interesting. Now, we do need to fill out a couple more details for Hello Kitty, and this is a little sus to me. Hello Kitty is atomically 5 apples tall.
So this clearly presents some scientific issues in terms of BMI and her, essentially her body density. That she can be 5 apples tall, clearly she's more than 1 apple wide, and yet she only weighs 3 apples.
And we did the research. 1 apple, on average, is 0.33 pounds. So 3 apples giving us a nice solid 1 pound? You're telling me this 5 apple little girl from London is 1 pound?
Even if the apples half a pound each, she's at most 1.5 pounds. So she's between 1.5 pounds. And we did the math in terms of the height of the apples. That means she's 1 foot 8 inches tall.
Wow.
That is a little girl. I'm not saying it's impossible.
It's a little girl.
But that is very strange and suspicious.
Very small, very tiny. I think we should all measure ourselves in apples. Forget centimeters, forget inches, forget feet. I'm gonna measure myself in apples. Hey baby, how big is your hog? And you're like, oh, it's 2.5 apples, honey.
How many apples is your hog?
Think about it. I think both my balls are 1 apple.
Do you think our hogs combined is 1 Hello Kitty?
I think both our hogs combined are at least heavier than 3 apples.
Interesting.
So what weighs more, Hello Kitty or both of our wieners?
Oh, that's such a...
I want to break out the scale.
It's a really good question.
Averagely, dudes will, break out the ruler every once in a while just to see if there's any growth down there. But when is the last time you put that baby on a scale?
Now, before we get too lost in the weeds in terms of weighing our cocks, there have been other comparisons of Hello Kitty to Mickey Mouse.
This one makes me a little angry because at the end of the day, Hello Kitty is trying to use Michael's name, Michaelis Mouse, as a justification for the personification of Hello Kitty. When we talk about Michael Mouse right here in my hands, we don't call him a human little boy. He is a mouse who was born and raised behind the berm in Toontown in Anaheim, California.
Right.
And that is just the facts. So Hello Kitty and Sanrio, you can take Mickey Mouse out of your mouth, and you need to grow up. However, Hello Kitty is a little girl.
Hello Kitty does not walk on all fours, doesn't, catch rats and shit, acts like a human. She's anthropomorphized. In the same way that Mickey Mouse isn't really a mouse in his behavior. He acts more like a dude.
He sure does. People wonder, like, why can Goofy talk and why can't Pluto talk? But the answer is not that Goofy is a smarter dog. It's that he's actually a goof, canonically. He's not a dog. He's a goof.
A goof?
He's a goof.
What does that mean?
That's the breed of animal he is. He's a goof.
Really?
Yeah. People talk about this a lot. Is Goofy a cow? Is Goofy a dog? Wrong. He's a goof. So that's why Pluto can't talk and Goofy can.
Wait, so Goofy is a dog,
Not
and
a
Pluto
dog.
is a goof.
No. Pluto is a dog and Goofy is a goof.
What?
Pluto is a dog. Goofy is a goof.
Oh, Goofy's the guy that's a more human.
You hook? You
Right.
hook?
Right.
Yeah.
I
He
see.
looks like a dog, but he's actually a goof.
At the end of the day, the jury's out. Is Hello Kitty a cat? Is Hello Kitty a little girl? I think we can all find the answer in ourselves.
In our hearts. And at the end of the day, whether you think Hello Kitty is a kitty cat or just a little girl from the suburbs of London with the twin sister Mimi, we can all shake hands and say, she's a darn cute, I don't know. And that is the drama. So let us know in the comment section of whatever platform, is Hello Kitty a cat? I want to know your thoughts.
And last note, canonically, Austin and myself, we're not humans.
Nope,
We're also not dogs.
not dogs.
We're goofs.
We're goofs, just in case you're wondering. Gook.
Yuck.
The iconic Goofy falling off a cliff sound, it goes,
That's also the iconic Goofy coming his brains out sound.
yeah, they're pretty similar. There's some really good audiobooks online where people pretend to be Goofy and Mickey and Donald, and they have some really adult exchanges. I would love to show those to you later. That's my softcore play at home.
See, I think that's a crossover that's the Venn diagram of our interests, where you like Disney, I like erotica, let's meet in the middle.
Sometimes there's some spy shit involved too. It's like, huh, Goofy, the SBI is here. We need to go hide. He's,
No.
huh, Mickey, I'm not scared of shit.
No way.
Yeah, you're gonna love this. Huh, Goofy, we're on the run.
I love this.
It's really good. There's one episode where Mickey has to shoot Goofy because, like, Goofy's like, he knows he's gone too far. It's a lot.
What did Goofy do?
Oh, he was running from the FBI for too long. But the good news is, he tells Mickey to take the shot. And
Take the shot, Mickey!
take the shot. And Mickey doesn't do it. And he says, I knew you didn't have it in you.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, it's really good. You're gonna love these. It's almost as good as Sword Rat Online.
Yeah, hey, by the way, so we've been working on this anime, and it's really, really good. It's an audio anime called Sword Rat Online.
Currently Patreon exclusive.
Yeah, and we're on episode 2 right now, but we're gonna knock out a few episodes very soon.
Yes.
So get ready, stay tuned.
It's gonna be good. Y'all seen One Piece? Me neither. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah. How many animes have you watched more than 5 animes?
I watch bad animes. Whenever I talk to a real anime person, they're like, what animes have you watched? And I tell them it's just like Lucky Star. They get pissed.
Dude, why is it, okay, is there a more gatekeepy camp than the anime guys? Because it's always like, oh, you watch anime? Cool. And then they're like, do you watch Bloodthirsty Clown? And I'm like,
oh, I missed that one.
what? No, I watched Attack on Titan. They're like,
Oh.
so you mean you watch cartoons?
Yeah, oh, so you watch Adult Swim.
Yeah. They're like, have you watched Pencil Frog? And it's like, what the fuck?
I missed Pencil Frog. I was busy watching Sailor Moon.
Yeah, Sailor Moon. Yeah, so you grew up with Nickelodeon?
Yeah, or Detective Conan, a little boy who's a detective. That one's cool.
That sounds a little cooler.
He's a grown man trapped in a little boy's body, and he's a detective.
All right, on the spot right now.
You'd love it.
We're going to make a little anime premise for you guys. All right, so this anime, what's it called?
Cutie's gambling. And she has a gambling addiction. She can't stop playing pachinko.
She loves pachinko.
And the thing is, it's not just the pachinko, it's the smell of cigarettes in that hot, dusty room.
But the cool twist is in this world, the pachinko machines are sentient. But nobody knows it. But every time she pulls this knob, the pachinko guy's going, oh, pull me again.
And what's crazy is instead of using pachinko balls, we use ovarian human eggs.
Right.
And every time you get your eggs in that machine, you might go ahead and hit the jackpot, but that's the only way to have a baby in the modern future.
Yeah, and the jackpot, not money.
Not money, it's a
Babies.
baby.
I actually fucking love Naruto.
Yeah, when he goes like, that's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
sick with his hands. Wah! He does that a lot.
Yeah, what's your favorite jitsu?
My favorite jitsu is Sasuke.
That's not it.
At this point, I'm just trying to make anime people mad at us.
They're
we need
sitting
more
at
comments.
their computers. They look. You know that the meme of the kid in the high school desk who just
Sasuke is not a ninjutsu when he hits his Pop Funkos over.
yeah. Sharingan!
I like when Naruto Kamehamehas.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I really enjoyed the era in which Dragon Ball Z was in Fortnite, and all the kids who have never watched Dragon Ball Z had no idea what to call that weapon, so they were calling it the Kamehameha and like the Kamehameha.
Oh.
It was a really good time. Oh, I got the Kamehameha. Let me hit my ult. And,
Yeah.
and it was a good era.
Hey, and also, we're not going to get too political, but please, this coming election, vote for Kamehameha.
That's pretty cool. Kamehameha. It's sick. If she does that, she's gonna win.
She shows up to the debate. Everything is totally normal.
But it's gonna be 500 episodes.
And then halfway through, she goes, Donald. And he goes, yes, Kamala. And she goes, I have a secret move that I've been waiting to show you.
Oh no.
And then
Yeah.
and then a single bead of sweat falls down Donald's face.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, and then Governor Waltz goes, Kamala, no!
And Donald Trump gets shot Kamala Harris in the ear. Just in the ear, just the ear.
He turns his head at the perfect time. Anyway, U.S. politics is the best anime I've ever watched.
Boring. Be a good person, vote good.
So that wraps up our little deep dive on Hello Kitty, our favorite furry friend.
No! It's a little girl from London. I have to stop you there.
Little girl, cat, whatever she is, we love her.
And we do love her.
We're going to move on to our first segment.
Ooh, a
And
fun
this
one?
is a fun one. A quick one.
Oh,
It's Fun
fun
Fact. What do you know about prairie dogs?
Well, I know the term prairie dogging. You know the term prairie dogging? Like you're on a road trip and you're like, oh, I'm prairie dogging. It's when you have poop in your butt and you have to poop and you have to poop so bad that it's kind of sneaking out of the hole a little bit and like taking a look around and then it's going back in, it's going out, it's going in. It's prairie dogging.
Now, I've also heard the exact same phenomena be described as turtling,
Turtling.
where they come in and out of their shells, and also cord snaking.
Woo, that's very cool. This is an educational show.
I'm gonna right now christen a new version that's the moray eel.
Woo!
Because I don't know if you've ever seen those guys, but they always
So
hang out.
scary.
The little heads are peeking out of their freaking layers, and then they always go in and then out and then in.
Oh, I remember as a kid, I was a junior certified lifeguard, and there was this thing you would do where you'd jump into this blowhole, the water would sink down, you'd swim through a tunnel, and the scariest moment was not, going under some, like, oceanic rockwork. It was whenever an eel would pop out and go, at
Oh,
you.
what?
Yeah, there's eels in those rocks.
Really?
Yeah, they're scary as hell. It's like the Little Mermaid, and they're trying to steal your voice.
I didn't know we had eels in Southern California.
We got eels everywhere.
Sheesh.
I got eels on everything.
But they're dangerous. Moray eels actually bite you, no?
I'm bite back.
That's a dangerous thing. I can't believe they made you jump through a blowhole.
Yeah, it was junior certified lifeguarding. It was very dangerous, very cool.
Did you ever save any lives?
I actually have used my junior lifeguard skills multiple times in scenarios that I did not expect to, and I'm actually very grateful for them in the sense that I had an experience just last year where there was a kid very much flailing and drowning in the Barton Springs River Creek down the stream, and I saw this kid and I was like, this is not good. It was a bunch of teenagers on a kayak and they were drinking, and one of their friends was just flailing in the water, could not swim for the life of him.
Yikes.
And I was like, he's not doing well. So this sounds ridiculous, but I took the rope swing that was on the tree. I rope swinged into him, and I said, before touching him, I said, do you need help? And he said, he just couldn't talk. He just said yes.
Wow.
And I had the most classic lifeguard experience in that I realized immediately this guy was just going to drag me down.
Yeah.
100%. The classic, you're trying to help someone out who can't swim, and they're reaching for anything they can. So this guy starts dragging me down under the water. So I fortunately recognized what's happening because we were trained to do this type of thing in junior lifeguards. And I realized I am not going to be able to get a lot of breaths here. So I'm just going to do one deep breath and use my head and push into his back and just push him to the side.
Bro,
so,
you beluga whaled this guy?
Yeah, I took my head, I pushed into his back, and I swam as hard as I fucking could towards the edge of the river, and we got him out. He ended up trying to act like it was no big deal and being like, oh yeah, I was fine. His friends were laughing at him, and I inhaled so much water that I threw up.
What a hero.
I'm not trying to toot my horn, but I'm grateful for the skills that I got from going to like a summer camp in Laguna Beach. Actually came through.
Badass, dude.
I'm grateful.
Yeah, you saved some stupid teenage schmuck.
Stupid idiot.
It's like, there's nothing sexier than flying in to rescue someone, getting consent at the same time.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, because it sucks if you want to drown and somebody saves you, you're like, bro.
That would have been on me.
Yeah.
That would have been my fault. If he was like, do not resuscitate, I want to go to the bottom, I would have said, hey, man, live your life. Hey.
And then you throw him back in.
I say, have fun in there. I actually watched a TikTok thing about this morning about the point in which lifeguards say no to helping people because it's too dangerous for both of them. And more so, if a lifeguard is now in danger, it is very common and often that other lifeguards will say, this is a higher risk scenario. I need to save my personal friend and acquaintance and fellow lifeguard.
Right.
And then they both die. And then a third one goes in and then they 3 die. And it's a domino effect where they were talking about a professional lifeguard of like many years said like, there is a point in which the water is so dangerous, you just have to let it do its thing. And it's a terrible feeling, but if you jump in, you're not going to make it either.
Right.
It's a crazy experience being signed up for a job in which you are here to save people, but you realize it is not possible. What a dilemma.
It's tough, man.
Really crazy shit. And shout out to lifeguards, the real ones. I'm just a junior certified. I'm not a real one. The real ones, you're the lucky listener of the week.
Absolutely. That recently happened with Navy SEALs as
Really?
well. They were on a mission, and basically they were transferring from one boat to another. It was like a submarine to a boat.
Ooh.
And it was in very rough waters. And one of the guys was on the ladder, and he gets hit off into the ocean. And they're trained. It's like so ingrained in them to live for your brother. To like everything is teamwork. And so the other guy just instinctively just jumps into the water to save him, and they both drowned and died.
God, that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. So watch out. You know, it's very. Everyone wants to be a hero. But also, sometimes it's better to live another day. Like we said, put it down, don't put it in.
Definitely. And hey, when it comes to the ocean, you gotta respect that shit. That is a monstrous body of water, and it can eat you alive.
Yeah.
So respect water. That shit's way more powerful than it looks. You know, when I think Pokemon, I always think Charizard is the fire guy. He's gotta be so strong. But we underestimate the Blastoise. Water is a natural element that can kill.
Yeah, this is a real fun fact, actually, from my childhood, is I used to be genuinely scared every time I flushed the toilet that a Gyarados, do you remember the big...
Yeah, I do.
Well, the water dragon Pokemon was going to come out of the toilet and chase me.
Yeah.
And so every time I took a shit, I would flush the toilet and
Run
out of the bathroom.
Oh, that's such a weird classic dilemma. I remember being a child and swimming in like the local community pool, and it's dark at night and you can't see as much. And all of a sudden you're like, there's gotta be a shark in the pool, and you swim as fast as you can to the edge and get out as quick as you can.
Bro.
And you're like, what? Why am I doing that? I was sure there was a shark in the pool. There's not.
I
But
had the same shit.
many people deal with the there's a shark in the pool experience. I was always afraid of snakes in the toilet, because that is very much a real thing. Snakes being in the toilet.
Yeah.
Never seen one, but I would rather a Gyarados.
I would rather, on both of those things over a spider.
Ooh.
I've seen pictures in Australia or videos of like big ass spiders hanging out under the toilet rim.
Scary.
Every single time you gotta take a poopy, you gotta check for big spiders. Every time you put your shoes on, you check for spiders. Every time you get in the car, I saw this video the other day. All these girls in this car driving along, big ass spider comes out from some crack and is just rocking around on the roof. And they're all screaming their heads off, like almost getting in car crashes. And he's just trying to live his life, but if it's just, this should not be a inhabited place.
It's a scary land.
All right, so we got carried away.
We did.
Speaking of getting carried away,
Ooh.
riptides.
Riptides. Oh, man. Talk about scary ocean.
Riptides do take lives.
Rip currents are a real ass thing. And just a quick fun fact, this may save your life someday or someone around you. If you do get caught in a rip current, do not try to swim back to the beach within that rip current. You will just be treading water in a terrible way and lose a lot of energy. Please swim parallel to the shore and get as far away from the current as you can, and then swim back in.
That's right.
If you're swimming back to the shore on a rip current, it's similar to just like running on a treadmill. You're not going nowhere.
And as Austin alluded to with his heroic savior story, when people are drowning, they are animals and they're wild and they're panicking. So if you go to save somebody that's drowning and they're pushing you under, sometimes you do have to swim away. But first, you can try to incapacitate them by punching them in the fucking face.
I've heard that, and that's crazy to me.
Punch him in the face.
It's so crazy that that's like a real thing people do.
Yeah.
I didn't even consider it.
Yeah, well, you could have. Honestly, it sounds like he deserved it.
He was being an asshole.
So we got swept away by the riptides of podcast jibber jabber. Mm-hmm. But we had a fun fact to get to.
Oh, yes!
Luckily, it's a quick one.
Okay, get back to that fun fact and fun fact!
Yes. So this could also potentially save lives.
Ooh.
So it's a fun fact and also a PSA about prairie dogs.
Oh, prairie dogging.
Yes. So prairie dogs carry fleas. These fleas have something called Yersinia pestis, which is a gram-negative, non-motile, Coccobacillus bacterium without spores. Now that's a very fancy and scientific way to say that they carry the bubonic plague.
Oh, bad.
AKA the Black Death.
Oh, wow.
So don't let your kids play with these prairie dogs. And don't be playing with wild prairie dogs yourself, because they might seem harmless and chill. But in fact, they're carrying little black plague-carrying fleas that will fucking end your life and potentially your whole country's life.
Oh my God. So let me get this straight. You're telling me the bubonic plague is alive and well in prairie dogs?
Yeah.
I thought we got rid of that in the last patch. This is rough.
That shit's still around.
Oh, man.
Yep.
I thought prairie dogs were cute.
Yep. They
Cut
are
to
cute.
the dramatic gopher on YouTube that goes dun dun dun. You got the black plague.
There are other cool. You can play with the hamster.
Whoa!
What's the big hamster called?
A Tamagotchi. Oh no, Hamtaro. No. Gerbil.
No, the fucking guinea pig.
Guinea pig. It's not a pig.
Play with those. Don't play with the prairie dog.
Don't.
Yeah, unless we're talking about the poop kind, and then
You can play with it all you want.
please also don't play with that.
Though you can.
Yeah, that's the brown death. What we are doing, if I don't get to pee in the
I
next
gotta pee.
couple seconds, is a yellow death.
Let me just say, I've already spilled a Coors on the bed. We've already spilled some tequila on the bed. I am not trying to spill some urine on these sheets.
I am.
Okay, let's go.
The boys are taking a PeePee break. We'll be right back.
We're back, and we are sitting crisscross applesauce in the bed again. It is good to be here.
Do you think that this setup, this is our first episode where we're on the bed, is better for our backs, or is this ergonomic?
It's terrible for the back.
Yeah, my back is kind of aching.
There was an era as a streamer where I just sat on the actual hard ground floor in the living room for a couple months, and people said it was a good time, but my back didn't.
No, that's what you need. What's the thing? The big vibrator.
A massage?
No.
A Hitachi?
The Hitachi for massages.
That is actually invented for massages originally.
All right.
The Hitachi magic wand was genuinely supposed to be a massaging device, and it is.
Yeah,
it
and
genuinely
Hello Kitty's a little girl. Yeah.
But they actually have done some recent changes where the Hitachi is now, I think, sold by like a different company or something. I got all the facts recently at a store.
Huh.
Yeah, I'll give you the facts later.
What store, huh?
I went to an adult sex positive store next to a thrift store in Austin, Texas, and they gave me the history of the Hitachi. And turns out Hitachi does still make the magic wand, but apparently it's under like some sort of different name or something because they don't want to be associated with sex toys.
Really?
Yeah, but it really was a massager and is a massager.
I was thinking it's Thermagun, I think.
Thermagun, those are cool.
The one that Lil Yachty used to make Poland.
Yeah, that's cool. The boys in the field. I think we should go back to the boys in the field on their beautiful hike and just check in with them. Boys, how's it going out there? You're looking really high up. Tell us about it. Hey, thanks for checking in, boys. We're currently rock climbing. It's a little slippery, a little scary, but we're doing our best. I hope we make it through. I hope your episode's going great, and we'll check back in with you in the field.
Take it easy up there, Austin. You wouldn't want to slip.
It's looking pretty dangerous, but I'm sure they got it. Worst case scenario, they run into some spiders or some shit. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Nah, there's no spiders.
Not on this hike.
You're dying to do the Pokemon.
All right, let's do some behind-the-scenes baseball here. Donovan really wants to jump into the Dirty Talk bracket, and I get it. It's softcore play at home, but more just we're playing together. I get it.
Stop
But
or play with me.
I want to tell you about Pokemon cards and the economy really quick. I have to let the people know the crazy new updates within the trading card game world. Quick fun fact of the day, this blew my fucking mind. Absolutely nuts. So, If you are someone who's aware of the trading card game world, you open packs, Pokemon cards. The packs you opened as a kid, the packs you may have opened as an adult, whenever you bought them, they're going up in value a lot of the time due to collectors and the collector economy. Now, what's interesting about packs is there's still the element of mystery as to what is inside. So, first edition Pokemon packs sell for like $600 to $1,000 a pack. Absolutely bananas.
Wait,
really expensive.
what?
Yes, one pack of Pokemon boosters from 1999. The old OG set one is like a $600 to $1,000 per pack.
I thought you said 600,000.
No, $600.
Oh, I just lost my mind. Okay.
But if you get the Charizard in a PSA 10 holographic, maybe it is 600,000. Those bad boys are selling for a crazy amount. Now, here's what's nuts about this thing. There's recently been a massive update into the way in which you can look into your Pokemon card pack before you even open it. Historically, there has been an issue with packs and older packs with people weighing them. Packs with holographics weigh a little more than packs without holographics. So people like to try to buy heavier packs. However, we now live in an era where someone has taken that to a next level scheme. We now live in a world where you can take your OG Series 1 Pokemon card packs and any other trading card game this works for, and you put it in a fucking CAT scan machine. People are currently using CAT scan technology on Pokemon card packs to sift through each card to see if any of them are worth value before opening them up. If they are not worth value, you resell them on the marketplace for $600. If they are worth value, you get a Charizard in there, you bust that shit open and sell that for even more value. So now people are scared to buy vintage packs of Pokemon and other cards, knowing that we live in a world where you could just be getting ripped off and have no shot of getting a holographic because it has already been pre-looked in via X-ray vision CT scanning. We are in a nutty time, and let me just say, I can't wait to see how this unfurls for the card game world, and I hope that it doesn't crash the Pokemon economy.
Man, not to sidebar this whole thing. Every time you say unfurls, it just takes me right back. You have this rap lyric about your cock unfurling.
Do I?
Yeah.
Whoa.
One of our songs way back when, you unfurl your cock.
My dick unfurls?
Yeah, it's so good.
I forgot about that. Young Baseball. Hey, we've been making new music. Young Dick Boy, Young Baseball, making an album of the summer.
We're
right
back.
here, right now.
We made a great song yesterday.
Future Town Hoedown. Listen up.
But follow-up question about the topic at hand is, are they able to actually see the card, or is it just that it's holographic?
So here's the coolest part. That's an incredible question. Not only can you see that it's holographic, but what you actually get is not a detailed look at the card, but a who's that Pokemon?
Whoa!
It is a silhouette of the Pokemon, and you go, that's a Charizard, or that's a Pikachu!
That's so fun.
So it's who's that Pokemon? You can't guarantee it, but you're like, oh, that's the shape of the Pikachu. I know what's in there. I'm not even someone who buys vintage Pokemon cards, but I am fascinated with stupid objects that go up and down in value, similar to CSGO, guns, skins in Fortnite, all that bullshit. It's fascinating just to watch from the sidelines and go, oh, that's crazy. And this is definitely one of those markets that I am keeping an eye on just because I can't look away.
I think in another world, you were an economist.
I think in this world, I'm an economist.
You're sort of like a trash economist.
Yeah, I can sell trash. Garbodor, a great Pokemon. He's the trash Pokemon. Pokemon's now at a point where they ran out of so many Pokemon types that literally Garbodor is a Pokemon that is a pile of trash.
It's it's like muck though. Like
muck is a mucky liquid. Which, by the way, Ekans backwards. What is that?
snake.
What is muck backwards?
What the
Cum, baby.
fuck?
And it's a pile of goo? Something to consider, folks.
When did you know about this? Why didn't you tell me about this earlier?
This is the facts we were getting to. I told you this was gonna get good.
You just fucking blew my noggin.
That's right. Someone's getting blown. Donovan had to lean back and just full on lay down after that one. He is reconsidering existence. He is looking to the sky for answers. It's over for you.
He's calm.
He's come.
Give me a second, man.
2 hours later.
Thank God you let me talk about my silly little boy trading cards. Now it's time for the dirty talk, what you and the people are here for. Shang Fink, every comment section says, bring back softcore play at home. It never left! But this is a variation that I think our softcore play at homers might enjoy.
Now, does Shang Fink know that he could just watch porn?
But you can't watch porn with your boys! Jump in our Last Two Brain Cells Discord for monthly porn viewing. I'm showing up, but I'm keeping my camera off.
That's fine, bro. I think most of us will. I won't.
I know your camera will be wide open.
Gaping.
And hey, real quick, if you don't know where it is, it's patreon.com/L2BC. Patreon.com/L2BC. It's easy. Even your mom can do it.
Even your mom does it.
My mom does it. She's a Slimer. All right, quick backstory. We were on a Palm Springs vacation recently, and I went to the gym with my mom, and my mom unironically listens to our podcast when she works out. So we were all on the elliptical, and she was just laughing her ass off. And I said, Mom, what episode are you listening to? And she goes, Sharks, Nub City, and Backshots?
Classic.
And I go, oh, Mom, the Backshots episode? And I got off the elliptical and went to the weights. I had to leave. But I kept hearing giggling from afar. My mom
loves it.
Loves the podcast.
She's eating it up.
And in fact, my mom loves the podcast so much that we are inspired by her recommendations for today's outro.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please.
Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, there is no more stalling. There is no more yipping and yapping and hemming and hawing. It's time for the main event. It's Dirty Talk Bracket.
Oh! We are going to be bringing our best pickup lines, dirty talk lines necessarily, to the field and seeing who takes home the sex.
Yes, and before we get into the actual main event, we're going to give you a couple examples of dirty talk lines. This is what we're talking about. So, you're in bed with your partner, your pride, your love, your joy, and you're making love.
Sweet, passionate love.
And that shit's dirty, of course.
It's a lot.
You're a Last Two Brain Cells listener. You get dirty. Here's two lines that I thought were really funny. One, I will fill your hoo-ha with goof juice.
That's bad. That's just terrible.
You don't like that?
That's terrible.
Okay.
But it's kind of sexy.
I'm gonna fill your hoo-ha with goof juice.
I don't know about this segment.
Okay, second, fuck yeah, tug on my motherfucking nuts.
Okay, that's cool. That sounds like a Young Thug tweet.
So let's commence.
So how many competitors do we have on the field here?
I'm gonna bring 3 lines.
I'll bring 3 as well.
Okay.
I wrote about 6, and I'm going to go ahead and willy-nilly style just pick some.
Do you want to give me a throwaway?
I'll give you a throwaway. This one starts off with, it's interactive. Hey, baby, you want to race?
Yeah.
First one to come wins. And you shoot the starting pistol.
Okay, that's really cool. That's really cool. That's almost like, it feels like a 4D dirty talk.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's so interactive.
Pretty cool. I'm going for interactive content.
If that's your throwaway, then I'm actually a little nervous.
You should be scared. Hey, baby, my cock is 5 apples tall and 3 apples heavy.
Is it a little girl?
No, it's not. It's a cat. It's a cat.
All right. My first line. It's going to feel like corn when I put it in.
It's going to feel like corn?
It's going to...
What does that mean?
It's going to feel like corn when I put it in.
Corn?
Corn.
Listen, if this is on Farmers Only, I am wetter than the fields.
That's right.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and jump in. We're at a bar. We just saw a good, hip-hop concert. I say, hey, baby, I'm curious about you. I got some questions for you like Nardwar. Do you want to see what this cock can doot-doodaloot do?
It's long, it's really good, and it's a little bit of a deep cut. I think that's not going to work on a lot of girls.
That's why I said we were at a hip-hop show. I'm going to vote for the corn one.
All right, I'm also lean corn, only because Nardwar is niche, but I like that line.
Everybody knows corn.
All right, so round two.
Round two.
You got it?
Should I go first? Here we go. This one, you're at the beach, and you're going back to the hotel. It says, hey, baby. Good thing I'm a junior certified lifeguard because we're about to make a bathtub cocktail of our combined juices and go for a swim.
Disgusting. There's dirty and then there's disgusting.
I thought it was dirty talk.
Yeah, but you're gonna... Okay, so if I'm visualizing this correctly, you get back to the hotel.
Bathtub cocktail.
You're filling the bathtub with your juices?
I'll make sure she don't drown in it.
And then you're both sploshing into it.
And I have to save her because it's going to be so wet.
She's drowning in both of your juices.
Both of them. We're combining juices in a bathtub cocktail.
And then she's going to panic and you're going to have to punch her in the face.
I'm not going to punch her. I'm just going to dig my head into her back and push to the side.
I can't believe you actually beluga whaled a man to save his life.
I had to.
All right. My line is... Come on, baby, let the muffin man slap them things.
How are you so good at this? That's so good. You wrote that yourself?
Yeah, dude.
Damn!
Come on, baby. Let the Muffin Man slap them things.
That's really good.
How do you feel about that?
You win again.
Really?
That's really good.
Thank you. That's why I was feeling so stoked about this one. Okay, my last one's my fucking anchor, though.
Oh, no.
My last one's the best one.
Let's see. First we flirt, then we squirt, 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 throw it away.
I like that.
Hey, baby. You want to make some organic homemade yogurt tonight?
Filthy.
What's wrong?
You understood the assignment,
Oh.
but in a scientific way. You took dirty and you're like, literally, this is filthy.
Damn it.
Because I'm gonna make yogurt?
Well, okay, let me try. Ma'am, do you need a plumber? Because it looks like you've got a leak, and I'm here to plug your holes.
That's better.
That better?
That's better.
Okay, we'll throw that in for the assist.
Unfortunately, I don't know how that's gonna do against this one.
Oh, no.
This is my pride and joy line. I actually want to use this line. This line you could take home. Use it on your wife. Use it on your husband. I can't even say it.
Well, I'm so scared and a little excited.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Fuck yeah, hold on. Give me a second. Fuck yeah, bozo. Spit all over my face.
I shouldn't have taken a drink right there because I almost spit my Coors Light all over your face on that one.
Fuck yeah, bozo. Spit all over my face.
You're a 3 for 3. You're the Michael Phelps of Dirty Talk, dude. You have the most gold Olympic rings times 10.
Damn, thank you.
Times 10. That goes.
All right, so we have the final contestants. Fuck yeah, bozo. Spit all over my face. Come on, baby. Let the Muffin Man slap them things. And when I put it in, it's gonna feel like corn.
Damn. I was
Clever.
going for clever, less sexy.
Yeah, yours are like if we're in the throes of passion and you drop that line, like I'm gonna stop for a second and think about it and go like, huh.
Yeah, I think I have like the Garbage Pail Kids collection of throwaway lines because they're just like disgusting, but they are creative.
Yeah, well, the yogurt one and the juices bathtub one are really visually disgusting.
I want to make a bathtub cocktail with our combined juices and go for a swim.
Dog, for now, we're just going to crown a winner of the
need to.
first Dirty Talk bracket. And my personal vote is fuck yeah, bozo, spit all over my face.
Fuck yeah, bozo, spit all over my face is really cool.
All right, cool.
Really cool. Congratulations to Donovan for the first ever champion of the Dirty Talk bracket.
Thank you, guys. Oh, I'm getting a report.
Oh, wait. Hold on. In my earpiece?
The boys are in the field and...
Oh, no.
There's some breaking news.
Oh, no. I'm hearing bad news. We need to talk to the boys.
Hey there, fellas. We just, you can see, oh my god!
What do we got here?
Okay,
What'd you find? What'd you find in the woods?
do you see all this cobwebs?
Shitload of cobwebs. We went through the Spider Kingdom. I don't like... Oh, my... Fuck that.
So we just went through a whole lane of essentially what we call Spider Kingdom. I went through a lot of these webs face first. I don't know how many spiders are currently on my body, but you can see there's a lot of webbage. This is where they like to come out and play. Thanks, back to you.
Oh, spiders.
Yikes, stay safe out there.
Nobody wants that. Good thing we're in the studio with no bugs or spiders.
Nothing to worry about here.
Just snakes.
Except for a lot actually in your room is really scary.
There's some sharp objects. Someone's got to finish this C4 Ruthless Raspberry.
Good luck.
Okay. See you at 5 a.m.
This man talks a lot. This man talks a lot.
Sure do.
This man says, I'm really trying to wake up earlier. I'm really trying to fix my sleeping schedule. I really didn't sleep well last night. I have no idea why. And then his actions during the day do not match the words that come out of your mouth.
Yeah, I woke up last night because I had a little bit of a headache, and I said, I just didn't drink enough water, so I guess my natural reaction was to drink a C4 for breakfast?
Yeah.
That's not smart.
It's sort of like the other day, we were getting ready to go to the gym. We had 2 minutes.
An actual 2 minutes.
Before we were supposed to go. And you didn't have your shoes on, you didn't
No.
have your water, you
No.
weren't ready to go. You walked to the couch, turned the TV on, and put on jazz.
If I don't have background media, how am I supposed to do anything?
What the fuck?
It was a custom live Wednesday jazz stream.
I think that when you die, if you donate your body to science and they open up your brain, And if they find a Nintendo DS, I would not be surprised.
That'd be sick. Yeah, I feel like they gotta take that Nintendo DS, push the cartridge out, blow on it a little bit, put it back in there, and then I'll be like, whoop, equals MC squared. I'll be fine after that.
What's up, folks? I'm Tony Ortiz, and the Spun Today podcast is anchored in writing, but unlimited in scope. My show features 4 types of episodes. Random Rant, where I speak about books, movies, TV shows, current events, and more. Pre-writing sessions, where I share a helpful writing tip, my personal writing stats, and break down some of my own writing pieces. Interviews, where I take a deep dive into the lives of my guests, which have included writers, military veterans, chefs, entrepreneurs, and much more. And I also share my own audiobooks. The Spun Today podcast is available wherever you listen to your shows. Check it out.
All right, we have one last random little segment here for you. It is an app that we've wanted to talk about because it is very much up our alley of things we've wanted to do. And let me just say, we tried to do, but it has been big on social media, TikTok, and a lot of things recently. It is called Randonautica. And you did some research, I did some research. This app's a little crazy. Great idea, but what's going on there? Do you want to explain a little?
Essentially, this is an application where you provide an intent. It's a prompt. And your intention is anything. It's like, I want to find money.
I want to drink
find
the
love.
spear.
I want to find treasure. And then the app will go calculating coordinates, and it'll spit out a location and basically say, go here, and this is your journey. This is what you're going to find.
Your quest.
And then people have been doing this since the pandemic, and to actually crazy varying degrees of success. That sometimes they'll find random money on the ground, according to Reddit stories.
Abandoned houses.
Sometimes they'll find a weird, like, a lot of the time people do, like, really kind of edgy, like, dark things, like, they want to find death, they want to find crime. And,
you can type in anything for your intention.
And, in fact, they do find a lot of weird death and crime and weird shit. There was at least one verified story that kind of backs up a lot of these other claims, and that was in Seattle?
Seattle.
There was a murder.
There were actually 2 murders, and let me just say, the Randonauts, who were going on their Randonautica adventure, found the bodies via this application. Long story short, 2 or 3 teenagers were playing on the Randonautica app, looking for a prime location for some adventure. These teenagers were led to a pier in Seattle, and under that pier, they found some crazy stuff. First, they found a suitcase. Wait a minute, this bag smells yucky. Ooh, stinky, stinky. And they think, oh, it's probably some old food or like a dead animal or something. They eventually open up this bag and find out these are human remains. It was later confirmed to be 2 bodies that these teenagers found, and the murderer might have been their landlord, who was pissed because they were not paying rent. Was this on purpose? Who gave them the coordinates? Was this random? Was it an accident? The creator of the app said, whoa, that's crazy. But that was pretty much it.
We're going to wrap this up with a soundscape.
Ooh, a soundscape. My mom was saying she loved our jungle soundscape, so we thought we'd bring it back for an experimental outro. But before we get to the outro, let me just say, hey, go to our link tree, Last 2 Brain Cells podcast. We're on every platform, X, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, yada, 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 all of them. Help us get our watch time up on YouTube so we can monetize, so we can keep doing this thing forever. But if you don't want to leave your computer on 24 hours a day, leaving the Last 2 Brain Cells running, just go to patreon.com/L2BC, throw a chunk of change in there if you'd like, no pressure, no worries, take care of yourself before you take care of the podcast. But if you want to see us do some crazy shit, including Randonautica and more bullshit, and maybe drink a beer or 2, or some cheap tequila, check us out on Patreon. We got bonus apps, lots of crazy stuff coming in hot, and the support means the world to us. And you can hang out with us on Discord. We have a lot of fun on there. So, patreon.com/L2BC. If you're listening to us on any podcast platform that has a star system, give it a star, give it a thumbs up, whatever the algorithm daddy wants. Feed that bad boy, because he is hungry. But enough social plugs. You gotta do it. It's part of the game. But now it's time for an experimental outro. Something we pride ourselves in and something we take very, very seriously.
Yeah, this is the most serious you're ever going to see either of us, and it's when we're doing a soundscape.
Mm-hmm. We gotta turn the lights off because it's scary. Okay, so this is, 4th circle.
4th circle of
What's the 4th one?
It's the one with goblins.
Ooh, I love the goblin one.
Yeah.
La-da-da-da-da, driving my car, do-do-do-do-do. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Everything fades to black. You start descending. What is this scary place? You count the floors. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. This is the 4th level of hell. Which one do we? Welcome to the pleasure dome. Chop off his penis. Chop off his toes. Chop off the boobies. And let that shit go. Here you go. Drink some lava soup. Hey, baby, you want to take a bath in our human fluid cocktail?
Another one? Don't mind if I do.
Ooh, let's replace his nuts with some boulders. Ooh, looks like we're gonna put you on hold for 6 hours with a looping song. Baby shark doo 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 doo, mama shark doo 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 doo, Satan shark doo 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 doo, Satan shark, ho ho ho. You know what? I think I'm gonna repent. Clear. Clear.
Whoa! We're getting a pulse! We're getting a pulse!
Beep, 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 beep,
I swear, they were playing Baby Shark! What's happened?
Oh, you're back. You were in a crazy accident. You're in the hospital.
Or were you?
Put him in the lava. Uncle Shark. No, please. Anything but that. No! You know what? Fuck it. Let's just go to the 9th level. Splooska-doo, we can do! And in that level, it's dead silence, forever, pitch black nothingness. And in that moment, you are alone. Scary, huh? Thanks for listening to Last Two Brain Cells. This has been a Blast 3. Now see you on episode 30. We're gonna get crazy!
We forgive you for your sins.
You've been healed.